Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to the second video of this finance bot project. So in the previous video, we had completed our setting up our RE framework and to be used with the Excel dataset. Now we are going to set up in this video first the initialization state. So let's open this. In the state, what happens? First of all, our config is always set to nothing. Config is a dictionary variable which is used to dynamically or basically get data directly from the Excel and set up the things. Okay, next moving. So through the config file, basically we init some settings what we want in a plot. So let me show you what is this config file looks like. If we go into data, here this config file comes pre-built with the RE framework. Now it has three sheets: settings, constants, and assets. So over here we are not using orchestrator, so assets won't be required. So I'm not going to do anything with that. In the settings also we don't need the orchestrator queue name, so I can remove this. Okay, since we are not using again the orchestrator. Now I will go to constants. This is where I need to do my current work. Now what we need is basically we would need the file path, the path to the input file and its sheet name. So what I can do, let me show you. The file path is over here in data input input.xlsx. So what I can do, I can write over here input file path, and for its value I will just write data slash input slash input.xlsx. Okay, then one more thing that could be dynamic is the sheet name. So input file sheet name. Right now it's just sheet one only, but based on customers needs it can be changed. So I'm doing dynamically. And let's write a description for this. This is the input file to be provided to the bot generated by some system, and this is the sheet name of the input file. Okay, done. Next, what I will need, okay, in init all settings will set my config, and in the kill all process, okay, one thing is required over here. Do see, we will be using Excel application scopes mostly, or basically Excel applications. So in the kill all process, we will just kill any Excel application that might be running in the background. So for that, I am just open kill process, and in the process name, I will write Excel. Then save. Okay, and other than that, we don't need this. Moving more further, we have got init all application. So this is the part where we are going to set up the init state. Most of the work will be here. Okay, so let's start. First of all, I need to read the data table. This where is that? 1 minute. In the input file, we have this data table. Okay, so I need to read this to be used throughout the bot. So what I will do, I will use a read range over here. Read range. The workbook path is in config. In config is the argument by default present in RE framework, and its key is a dictionary variable. So its key is this what we have said. So let's go over here and set the key. Okay, now this will be an object and I just convert to string. So this way, dynamically, if I do the changes in the config file, it will be changed over here also. Similarly for sheet name, in config, get the sheet name and save dot to string. Okay, and over here, don't forget this. Whenever you use an activity, change its default name or and set some annotations to it. So even after again few months or later, anyone would be able to understand what that activity does. So read the input file Okay, annotations are not required in this one as this is a single activity. I will create a data table, so it will be okay. I don't need to create a variable again. Why? Because over here, if I go to main, yeah. So one thing, let me show. There is a variable transaction data, which is a type of data table. So that transaction data is what we would need over here. Okay. So what I will do, I will create an argument of type out transaction data, set its parameter to out. Over here, out keyword stands for that this particular variable is being passed as outside the workflow. Okay, and over here again, I need to write the annotation. This data table contains uh, the data from the input file. It might seem that these all things should can we can do at the end, or seems like too much writing things out instead of building the working on development, but do be assured that would be the best way for you. Like while working in real environment, you would be glad if you have all the information whatever you have built, and you know on it that okay, this activity or this workflow, this do this work. So from here, I'm just getting system.data.data table as an argument. And over here, I will just provide out transaction data. Cool. So we have read the input data from this file, input.xlsx. Another thing that we need to do is um, the user wants an output file in a specific format, but that format can be changed anytime. It might be that in future there's a need to add some columns. So we will make it generic as well. So for that, what I can do, there's a generate data table activity. Let's call it. In this, if I click on this, so it's asking for some sample input and test preview. Okay, let me show you how it works. So if I go to this data, I have stored something. So in documentation, okay, there is this old input output file. So this is how what we want, the kind of data output data table that we want. So we will generate this through this generate data table. If I just write over here like serial number, common, university roll number, and or for now basically what I will do, serial number, roll number, mm, then father, program, contact, email, bugs, what else we have, hostel, tuition, TV, utility, gym. Okay, and some values to over here like 1. Then over here I will write something like okay, and like my name. I can give her some space. Okay, this is father's name, program. Okay, I am from BTech CSC. Contact. I should not give my own. Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Email. Yeah, you can get that to this video. Email.com. Then this birth postal fee, I will just copy same as above, like 15,000 0 47 500 000. Okay. Now, and one more thing like we can do that this could be decimal. So I'm just writing 0 0.0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 and point zero, point zero. Okay. Now to first as column headers. Let's see how it does the parsing. I'm not sure. Okay. So if I just click on this and again preview, yeah. Now you see from a simple structure text string, what it did, it created as a data table of int 32 string string string. It has detected all the data types very perfectly. System.decimal. Okay. This one it has detected as decimal. Doesn't matter. System.string integer 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 integer. This thing we need to make proper, that instead of decimal it should be like instead of integer it should be decimal, because there could be a probability that there's some 23,000.500 rupees or paisa, something like that might be there. So if I just write 0.00 might get changed. Mm, okay, it's not taking it as decimal. What we can do, let me again type this. Maybe if I just write 0.0 comma 0.0. Mm, okay, this is it's taking as integer, though it should take it as decimal. And yeah, by default, if I don't give any value, it will take a system.data. Okay, cool. We will go with with this only, and let's use it in our real workflow. And instead of my real, what I am doing now, I have copied that string. We'll go over here in the final project, go to data, input, and create another text file. So let's call it output data table format. Let's place it over here. So in this, mm, let me just call it out. This is a word wrap. Father's name. Okay, I will just change this data role first name or full name. This is what like I am just creating a sample table, sample data. With that we will delete at the end. Okay, this is also good. This is also good. For this, instead of this, I will write xyz at the rate somewhere.com. Then I have got 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let's save it. And now we will give its path as well in our Excel file. Copy over here, config, and now output data table. Generate output data table path. Paste it over here. The path to the file which will be used to create output data table. Okay, now we have again got that data. Now let's create this. So over here we have CSV passing true, input specifiers. Okay, so in this will come in config and the key value from here. Let's open it. Okay, so just convert it to string and the error gone. Then we have got data table need to create. So we have already created the out transaction data. Use auto detect the types, use column header, use row headers. Okay, let's check this. Use row headers will make the first row as a header of the data table. Okay, then we have accomplished one more thing. Just need to change the names. So generate output data table. And what kind of output? Now over here, it's such places we might need an annotation to properly describe what this particular activity is doing. So this activity will dynamically set the columns of our output data table from a text file. This will be very handy when it is being used by a non-tech person. Okay, now our output data table is also ready. So what else we need? Hmm. In the initialized state, there is one more thing I guess we would need is a dictionary. You see, over here, let me tell you why. So over here, we have what our main purpose would be to get these values from hostel fee, something for tuition fee, something for admission fee. And if we were to about to make variables, at present, there might be one, two, three, four, five, six, around 7 to 8 variables are being made at present from one book. And who knows, or like probably as such things, it might there is a high probability that these number of fee types might increase or decrease. So that will be very hectic to create things again and again or edit our bot. So what we will do, we will use a dictionary. For each dictionary, the key would be the first word, hostel, tuition, admission. Since this is very systematic, that would be very easy. And its value would be this amount. Simple. So I am supposed to create a dictionary for me. Okay. So I will go to variables panel, and what I can do, since dictionary would be required completely everywhere. So let's create it in the out as an out argument. So out fee dictionary. um, Out property, again an annotation is required. So add annotation dictionary. I will let me give it string comma object will store the fee values for each student, and we need this argument type same as this. Let's just click this. Now I will write system dot collections dot generic dot dictionary from string and object. Okay, and let's just initialize it. Okay, default value is not supported. Cool. So what we can do, we will go to assign out fee dictionary, new dictionary of string comma object. Okay, I have initialized it or basically declared again. Then declaring my fee dictionary variable. Okay, now what I need else. Okay, this dictionary also we will get it from outside. Okay, nothing would be static in our bot. So in the input, I will just write text dictionary format.txt. Now, what are the different types that are required? So let's go to our output file. Okay, so it's bus, hostel, tuition, TV. So what we can do, Let's get it from our data table only. We will map the dictionaries with the data table. That would be far more easy when we are doing using it later on. So let's go over here and just paste it. Now these are our column names as well as the keys to our dictionary. Okay. Hmm, what I think is, let's make it small. Okay, done. And I will make the this one also always small. Why, if anyone would think that why I'm doing this, the answer is that that way it would be like I would know it ultimately that all my variables, all the column headers are not in camel case but in lowercase. So what I can do later on, I will just use to lower function so that no matter what keyword I get from the input file, I will just make it lower so everything would be same. Okay, done. So now we just need to initialize our dictionary. We have declared it. Now time to initialize. And I guess we will be done with our init state. For in, I will have to use the data. So from where we will get the data? From the text file. So read text file. Let's keep it where we can keep this file. Okay, I will just keep it over here in config. Again, we need a dictionary. So let's go back over here and from this I will get the path. Okay, it's not showing me what I can do. Dictionary dot txt, copy, paste, mm, fee dictionary variable. The structure or the keys of a fee dictionary variable. Okay, so now over here, let's just paste it to string and in output to it would be dictionary path. Then again, variables panel, the same thing that we are doing from starting, add an annotation. Why? What is this variable? So this variable contains the path to the fee dictionary text file used to initialize the dictionary. I'm not using in the arguments panel. Just make sure that because it won't be required outside this workflow. So now let's just use dictionary path. Right now this is a string. I cannot iterate over it properly. So what I will dot split. What is the parameter? A comma C for char. That's it. Now just change the type argument to string. Now each item value is same as this something like this. Okay. And in output data table also we need to change things. How we will do that? We'll go to dictionary format and copy this, and over here paste this. Okay, done. Next, what we might need. Okay, so we are done with dictionary, we are done with data table. Okay, we just are left with the initializing our dictionary. So just use an assign, and before that, again I need to change the name. Default name should be changed for best practice. Read dictionary file data, and go back. Now in the assign, for each key, initialize dictionary value. Okay, so over here, what is our dictionary name? Out free dictionary. Then just like in any other language, what we do, we assign a key. So from here, the key will be item. Its value should be 0. Why 0? Because like let me show again the text file, or it could be nothing. Like we have got serial name and output data table also. Okay, I will just keep it 0 because the value is required to be decimal, or just 0.0 to be more specific. Okay, so setting up or initializing all key values. One thing to correct before ending this video, that again we need to go back to our dictionary format, and from here remove this data. Okay, so we are gonna use dictionary just for our variables which would have been required to differentiate the fee, not the static data, the name, classroom, the program, father's name, that we can directly get from the data table, that is completely static. Okay, so this is the dictionary variable, and we are done with this init all applications. Just I guess we just need to go to initialize and click on import arguments. Now out transaction data, in the value just write transaction data, thus already created variable. For free dictionary we will need to create another variable, so that is io. 1 minute, let me check what should be the variable's name. Okay, so I will just say here transaction data, and over here I will get another variable. It's not showing. Anyway, just write it down, free dictionary. Right now it says some error, doesn't matter, just click on OK. Then there the same variable type is created. Let's make it to general business and add an annotation. Dictionary variable to store fee values. Separate fee values. Okay, so we are done with this. Now you see the error is also gone. Our init application is complete. Now in the next video we will be working on our get transaction data and completing this workflow as much as possible. See you guys in the next video. Okay, one more thing before ending, I will just say what we have done in this video, like a summary part. From the initialize, we have seen a config file. We have set up some requirements, the file name, sheet name, the generate output data table path, which we'll be using to dynamically create an output file, so that at the end, like after in the deployment part, even if the customer asks us that I want more columns in the output file, like over here, more columns should be there, like it could be one more column over here. So at that time, it would be easy for us. Okay. And what else we might we have seen the dictionary variable, like to create, like if right now we are storing bus, hostel fee, tuition fee, instead of storing them in different variables, will be storing them in a single variable. And we can even add any number of keys over here. So same thing, if any other more columns are here, you can just add in the text file. Okay guys, so that's it for the init state. In the next video we will go and work through our transaction state. Okay, bye guys, see you in the next video.